Great. Well, first of all, it's good to be back this year. I feel a little different emotion this year than last year. And but you know, I just take my hat off, Bishop Knoll. What a great performance. It's a shame somebody had to lose it. Like I said, I will tell you, I'm kind of happy that if somebody had to lose it. I'm glad it wasn't us this year. But we're very impressed with them, and just so proud of our guys. What a terrific performance, gutty performance when you fall behind by 9 points, being able to claw back against a great 26-0 team, the only undefeated team in the state, to be able to crawl back in it. Just take my hat off to these guys and their competitiveness.
Somebody had told you would be 2 for 16 and come out with a victory from three-point range. Would you thought you could get it done?
Well, boy, I tell you what, it's, you know, obviously one of our primary strengths of this team is how well we've shot the three. Almost 40% as a team on the year, and so I would be a little bit surprised. But you know what? That doesn't surprise me with these guys, because they've been able to take what the defense has given us, and if one area wasn't working, we made adjustments, and it's a tribute to their basketball IQ to be able to make adjustments and make the plays that they needed to try to win the game.
Coach, with some of the games that you played, Marion County, Kearney, and the like, you played a pretty good schedule down here. Have you played a game all year long that was as physical as this one was?
Well, I have to ask these guys. I mean, from a coaching perspective, they were as athletic and as bouncy as any team that we have played. I mean, we played Lawrence Central, we played, you know, a lot of very athletic teams, but they probably were the most athletic and probably the best off the dribble that we had played. They were, as hard as we were working to keep them in front, they were able to slice through us. And I think the competition that we played was very helpful to us to be able to make some adjustments.
How about it, guys? I mean, the lane was no place for the faint-hearted, for sure.
Well, you know, we played, as Coach said, against Lawrence Central and like Cathedral and all those guys. But I'd say this is definitely the most physical game we played. You know, but everyone played well. We played physical back. You know, they weren't really gonna call anything, so you know, we were just gonna get out there and play really.
How tough was it stopping Filer? It seemed when he was in the open court, you know, he got to the basket quite a bit. And the last 3 timeouts they made, you guys were able to keep the ball out of his hands. So just a couple of thoughts on both of those.
Well, first, I think he really changes direction so well. And one of the things that we teach at Champions Academy is the bust-through move. I need to take a copy of this and use that to show him how to make that change of direction, bust-through in traffic move, because he really executed it so well. But as we went down, we got down by 9. We had to change defenses, and one of the things that we did was try to funnel him if he got the ball towards our 5-man, so that he was surrounded. That we were able to kind of bottle him up a little bit with our what we call our one defense. So I think that was a big key coming down when we were down 9 to keep him, and then Yogi and JB making the adjustments in our regular 2-3 zone to really try to keep him in front, and that was these guys making that adjustment on the fly.
We talk about all year, but Trevon on a big stage here, the poise he showed, especially in that second half, with some big shots here.
Well, what a terrific job, and I think that's kind of been the MO of this team all year, to take what the defense has given us, and some nights it's JB hitting threes. Last week Paul Bate hits the big breakthrough 3 in the corner. Today it was Trevon making big plays, and I think what set Trevon up to play so well was the example that guys like Yogi and these other juniors that were here last year set for him day after day in practice, that pulled him to a higher level every day so that he was ready for this type of stage.
Yogi, could you discuss how he was there for every pass you delivered when you were having trouble having shots to fall on?
Yeah, you know, my shots weren't really falling all game. I went 6 for 15, so I mean, I was just trying to drive and get guys on the block, Troy Spears and Trevon Bluiett. That was pretty much the main thing I was trying to do, is get them looks and get them shots.
Yogi, how does it feel to come back to Conseco and this time leave as a winner?
You know, it's wonderful. You know, we've worked hard all year, and the coaches have prepared us so well, and I feel like we deserve to win this game.
Coach, you brought your zone out a little bit. Talk about that.
Well, we wanted to go, and we felt like we had to, you know, they were going to pass that thing around. We had to change the tempo of the game when we got down by 9. As athletic as they are, there was kind of it was a little bit risky, but we felt like we needed to do that. So when we extended it out, that's when we were able to change the tempo, get them to be able to corral Filer a little bit, and that's when we got some deflections, some steals, got them out of sync a little bit, so even when they got shots, they weren't being slashing right at the basket. So being able to change to that half-court trap, really, I feel like made a big difference and got us back into the game.
He felt you matched up, or when you went to that you had somebody on the big kid. You said the big kid usually was their outlet guy to break that. Did you specifically keeping track of 10 Kostic there on that so they couldn't outlet to him?
Yeah, we were trying to keep the ball out of the middle, and Brendan Tannenbaum and Troy Spears did a great job keeping it, staying in front of that guy in the post and keeping it out of there. And then the guards did a very good job funneling the ball handler towards either Brendan or Troy. Trevon, keep it down over there.
Yogi, that last possession, it kind of seemed like you got everybody together in a little group, and kind of what did you say, and just kind of walk us through that last possession and your emotions then after the win.
When we were down, or
When you were up, that last possession.
I told them, just stick together and play defense. If the shot was going to miss, I told them we need to come up with the ball. And, if we didn't, they could put it right back up, and we came back up with it, and we won.
Trevon, you had a lot of a recipient of his assists today. Is that something that's developed through the year, or have you always had good chemistry together with Yogi?
Yes, we've been playing with each other since we were about in 4th grade, so we kind of had the same chemistry coming in this year, and we've been playing some of the two-man game all year, so it was really nothing new today.
What does it take to always be in position for his pass and always be there?
Well, you actually don't know when he's gonna pass it. He has no-look passes and all that. So all I do is when I set the pick, I just roll to the basket. That's what he tells me to do, and he'll give it to me when he needs to.
Trevon, what did you see on that three-point play late in the game there?
Well, I had a gut feeling telling me to go in and rebound. I didn't rebound on the offensive end all game, but I felt like I needed to, and luckily it came into my hands. I was prepared, and I went up, and I got the foul.
Obviously, you weren't too nervous in the big situation here, being a freshman, 21 points in the state championship. You clearly were not overwhelmed by the moment.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous, but you can never show it to your opponent. You don't let them know that you're feared or you're nervous, So that's what I've been doing all my basketball career.
Actually, both freshmen were nervous. But, I just told them, stick with me and JB and the entire team and stick with us throughout the whole game. We can come out with a win.
You talked last week about how going there this time, losing was going to be unacceptable for you. And you talk about now that you your team willed to win, now you're looking at a situation where you got just about everybody back.
Yeah, I was definitely going to be disappointed if we won, coming here second time, year in a row. All the hard work, and, I didn't want to stop here. I definitely wanted to come out with 7 wins in March, and that's what we did.
Can you talk about looking forward? Now is the goal already to come back, or are you thinking that far ahead?
Oh, I definitely do want to come back. I think, everyone returning back, we might become even a stronger team, with everyone being this our first year. I think we can come back next year.
Our theme going into this game was unfinished business, and we're very fortunate. Again, the ball bounces. It's a one possession. Last year, the last possession didn't go in. This time, we came up with it. We were very fortunate. So we were fortunate to finish the unfinished business. Now we have new business, and many times it's a lot harder to repeat. And so we've got some new business to take care of, and it's going to start here pretty soon.
You excited to see teams like Bowman and Broad Ripple maybe joining 2A next year?
Well, you know what, we had to beat a lot of good teams along the way. It's just trying to get better each day. And one of the things that probably characterizes this team is just consistency. They come in consistently, day after day, trying to get better. And we can't control Bowman or Broad Ripple or Indianapolis, Washington, or any of those teams. All we can control is Park Tudor. And these guys have such a maturity level to be excellent in the classroom. And when they walk in that gym, they're on a quest to get better. every day, every man. And you can't say that. I've coached in high school, college, NBA. I've never had a team more consistent and focused on improvement than this team.
How good was Filer, Yogi? Does he compare to anybody you see regularly?
Just his slashing standpoint, I could probably compare him to probably Marcus T. I'd say so, but he's definitely a good player, and he's someone I'd want to play against in one-on-one just to get my game better. So I definitely like this game a lot.
Any other questions, anybody?
How about JB diving on the loose ball at that last play? Anybody see him? I said, was that Superman or who driving went horizontal into the pile? So, of course, after the free throw, I knew he was going to do something to make a play, and sure enough, there he came sailing through the air onto the pile and onto the ball.
Coach, guys, thanks for